Hi everyone, this is Emma Brooke from emmabrook.net. Thank you for joining me again. And I wanted to talk to you today about a topic that's really close to my heart and seems to be coming up for my clients as well, and that's taking responsibility for people who we love. And I have done it most of my life, up until recently. And I know when you're a child, when you're a parent, when you're a sibling, when you're a friend, there is this real need, particularly when we find ourselves on this spiritual path and we're going on this growth journey, that we see ourselves reaching our potential and we think, wow, I want that for this person too. I really love this person and I know they're not reaching their potential and I want to help them get there. And it's very natural, and we as women tend to do it a lot, more so than men, I think, as a huge generalization. And, we want that. We want them to be on this journey as well. We want them to take responsibility for their happiness. We want them to realize all the fantastic potential that they have within them. But what happens when we take responsibility for these people is we leave them powerless. We leave them without the ability to take responsibility because we're holding on to that. We're holding on to that responsibility and not giving it to them. So they're sat on the sidelines going, well, you've got responsibility for my happiness, so I guess I'll just let you carry on then. And it may be that they gave you that responsibility. It may be that they really pushed that onto you and you accepted it begrudgingly at some point. Or maybe you accepted it willingly, but right now you're holding on to it and they haven't got the opportunity to take that responsibility back unless you donate it to them, unless you give and offer that responsibility back to them. And I know that might hit a little bit of resistance with some people because it's like, well, what if they don't want it back? They've never wanted it in the past. Whenever they take responsibility, whenever I step away, everything goes wrong and they mess it up and they slip back into their old ways. Well, they might do. Maybe that's a lesson that they have to learn. We all, I know, believe that the only people who can make us truly happy are ourselves. So maybe they have to go on a pretty shitty journey to figure out what's going to make them happy. We can't do it for them. So if you're holding on to somebody else's happiness, if you're holding on to somebody else's responsibility, why don't you offer it back to them? They don't have to take it. They might not be ready to take it. But that doesn't mean that you have to hold on to it, that you have to keep them powerless. Empower them, offer it back to them. And if they don't want to take it, let it sit on the table. They might choose to try and push it onto somebody else. They might try and choose to push it back onto you, or they might just leave it on the table. But that's fine, because that's their decision then. Then they are in control of their own happiness. Up to that point, up to the point where you offer it back to them, you're taking control and you're leaving them powerless. And you don't have to take it back. If it's offered again, you don't have to. Let them figure it out. Let them go on this journey. Allow them and honor them in that way. Give them that space to go on that journey, figure out what they need to figure out so they can get to that space of knowing that their own happiness is their responsibility and can ultimately only be found from within them. That's my message for you today. I hope you receive it in the spirit that it was intended. And if you're struggling on this journey, please leave me a message below or drop me an email, emma@emmabrook.net. I'd love to help you out. And I do offer one-to-one coaching programs as well if that's something that you're looking at and you want to get more involved and work deeper on this sort of thing, because that is what I do and that's what I love doing. So empower yourself and empower the people that you love, and have a fantastic day. Bye.